And I know that everybody has their own journey, and everybody has, a really deep reason why they eat or why their weight is, why they gain weight. Knowing now what you know now, if somebody had come along to you 10 years ago, or how long is it that you've been maintaining now? How long have you been part
I've been
of this?
maintaining now for 6 years.
For 6 years, right? So if you hadn't had made that choice 6 years ago to come along, then do you think how different would your life be now? Do you think it would have changed? Do you think?
I think I would have still been that same person that I
Right.
was back then, which would have impacted on the children.
Yeah.
Because with the weight loss, it's not just about what it's done for me; it's about what it's done for the children as well,
Yes.
and for me raising them. I don't give them sweets as a treat. I'm not treating them to high sugar stuff because they're being good. I'm going to make them unhealthy. So it's had a really good impact on all of us. We do a lot more. I would never have been able to go out to trampoline parks with them.
Yeah.
Ride on the roller coasters and things.
What about getting on the beach?
Oh, the beach photos. We do the same beach photo everywhere we go, which is just us all laying on the beach, them all piled on my back. I would never have done anything like that.
No.
It's been a really positive step for me and the children.
So would you say transformation?
Completely different person, yeah.
Yeah.
Completely
And that's a
different.
good thing or a bad thing?
A massively good thing.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the time, you didn't realise that was possible.
No.
No.
And everybody commented that back then, they never said it to me at the time, but back then they say that I always looked angry.
Right.
And everybody always comments now that I've always got a smile on my face.
Yes.
So it's
So
a
it's-
massive change.
Good. So it's not just body confidence and body image, right? Because your trigger was body image,
Yeah.
but from talking to you previously,
Mm.
it's got nothing to do with your body image,
No.
has it? It's got
No.
to do with how you feel
Mm.
about yourself.
Yeah.
So, and how have you got that through the diet? How have you gained that? You said you've lost self-doubt, you've lost self-confidence, or you've gained self-confidence, all of that. How just doing a diet does that happen?
The food element of it isn't how it happens. It was the group element.
Right.
And sitting in, sharing experiences with the ladies, going through, the plans that Debbie and Belinda go through. It's things like that makes you understand yourself.
Yeah.
It's the main thing. It makes you understand yourself, and we all have slips. I know that I could come here and say, "Oh, I had something the other day that I really shouldn't have eaten." I wouldn't be looked down on. I wouldn't be judged for it.
No.
I'd be accepted, and get back on,
Yes.
on with your packs.
So was there a moment, and we haven't talked about this, so you're on the spot. So was there a moment when you came here and you thought, yeah, do you know what, this is for me, this is going to make a difference to my life, not just my shape? Like, can you remember that? Or was it just, you just kept going and it was such a lovely environment? Was there a trigger that kept you here? Because we can't get rid of you.
Initially, it was all about the weight.
Yeah.
And coming back that first week and finding that I'd lost a stone in a week was a big thing for me. So it was seeing how much I could lose for the following week. The change in me happened gradually.
Right.
And it just one day I just realised I was different.
Yeah.
Just completely different in everything. More positive outlook, more confident, self-belief. I've never had self-belief in my whole life. At school, I was always the fat kid. Yeah. I did the high jump at school and landed on the bar and bent it. I was that child at school. So through my whole life, I've always been the fat kid.
And is there a fat kid inside you still trying to get out?
No.
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 Okay, so you've totally shifted that.
Yes.
That
completely
image
gone.
of yourself.
Yeah.
So what's the image of yourself now that you carry around?
There is only me that's going to stop me from doing anything I want to do.
Right.
And if I want to do it, then I'm going to do it. And I'll find a way to do it.
So when you have this image of yourself, and this is something else we haven't talked about, and this is a bit out there. If you have an image of yourself, you see either like a physical image, or you have this mental picture of what you're capable of. So, what have you moved from physical image to mental picture? Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know if I ever had a mental picture. It's for me now. It's if I see something and I like the look of it, then I will go for it.
Okay.
That's how I got into the boxing. I saw it advertised. I thought, oh, that looks fun. And then it was a week before the fight when I realised, it suddenly sunk in that I was going to be in a ring in front of hundreds of people.
Yes.
But again, the best thing I ever
So
did.
it was like a proper fight, not
A proper fight.
So
yeah.
So
8
you
weeks
weren't.
of training.
Oh right, okay.
Mm.
And I didn't realise that. So that is pretty. So you had the real chance of having your nose broken in front of a crowd.
Yes.
That is brave.
Mm.
Yeah. Who won, by the way?
Me.
Oh right. Okay. Well,
54 seconds that fight lasted.
Oh right. Okay. Better be careful what I ask you then.
Mm.
All right. Anything else to talk about?
No, I just had a funny moment at the gym this morning, and I don't even know why it came into my mind. I was doing a video spin class, and there's only me there, and your mind just wanders every so often. I can remember, as well as the mirror thing, I can remember sort of just a few days before that where I realised that if I was walking in a skirt, my legs were actually applauding me.
Right.
My legs were that big that they were actually making a clapping sound as I was walking. That just sprung to mind this morning. It just made me laugh.
Yeah.
Mm.
And now you're doing a photo shoot. Tell me about that.
Yes, I'm booked to do a boudoir photo shoot. It should be next Friday.
Okay. And would Miss Trunchpole ever have done that?
No,
No.
absolutely not.
No.
I wouldn't have even got in front of a camera.
Yeah. So I'm interested because that's a bit risky thing to do, isn't it? Really.
Mm.
So how does that make you feel that you're actually doing that?
Obviously, I'm a bit nervous,
Yeah.
but it's just another one of those things. Well, why not?
Yeah. Good on you.
Mm.
Okay. So if I'm sitting at home now thinking about, I want to, I want this transformation in my life, right? So I recognise where you were, and I want to get where you are. What words of encouragement might you give me, or would you give me some advice? Or if I came to group tomorrow and you were here, just talk to me a little bit about that. What you might recommend or not, or your experience of the diet.
I'd say if I was talking to me back then, I'd say do it. It will give you more than you've had in your entire life, and more confidence. You will be a different person. You'll get that self-belief. That's the main thing for me. Self-belief. Believing that anything is possible. There's nothing going to hold me back now. So, just do it.
Just do it. Okay, thank you very much for your time.
It's all right.